Vegetable Gardens Inc. and this is Amy Corbett. And she is a local client here in the Louisville area that wanted to have raised beds and grow fruits, veggies, and herbs in her backyard. I guess we got connected on Facebook, and 2 years later, the rest is history. We've got 2 beds. 18 months. It was a little of a long process. But we got her growing stuff, and we're super excited. So we just want to bring you on and just see what your experience has been like, and why now? Why gardening?
I told Marlena, I think, I had a neighbor that was like a sister to me, and she always grew all sorts of herbs, and I had never done that. And so that was really kind of like just seeing her do that all the time was really, and I would use her herbs all the time.
Yeah,
right. So we were cooking, so I would use them. So, and she actually has a home at the time in New York, so she would only be here. She worked in Louisville during the week, and then she'd go home to New York. So so she always would say, "Look after my stuff on the weekends, and you'd be able to use everything."
Will.
So, but she did all the heavy lifting. So it was one of those things where I was like, okay. Now she has since moved to New York. She has left Louisville, so I didn't have that anymore.
Yeah.
And so I think that was kind of my inspiration. And then I think I had kids that really wanted. I think just kind of with COVID, it was one of those things where we were home all the time, and it was kind of like, I want to be able to garden. And then the craziest thing is, so my oldest is 21, and like he wants to garden. It's just so it's like come full circle.
So
like my littlest one who's 10, who waters every day, but then I've got like an older one who wants to actually like be involved. So he's not here right now, but I think that so it was kind of was like a whole family affair. But I will say I was very, very trepid and hesitant because I had never done it, and I don't know if I would have been willing to go try if I didn't have Marlena's help. Because I don't know, to me it's just it's not an area that I knew anything about, and I think it is more complicated than just get some soil and put a plant in.
That's right.
Well, as I said, I mean, my husband says I can basically keep human beings alive. That's about it. So any other living organism, I'm not too sure I can keep alive. So which is why we don't have a dog, even though my boys would like it. I
love that it's a family affair though, and that you're bringing it back, because I feel like from what I've learned over the years too, that gardening, vegetable gardening, it's almost like this like ancestral wisdom that was once predominant in our culture, and it's just not anymore.
Correct. Which is why, like with you, I feel like, okay, I can do this. Like I can do this as long as I have you holding my hand. Exactly. So, and I have your calendar, so that's good as well.
Good.
So yes, your calendar is absolutely wonderful, and I use that as resource.
Wow. For somebody that can't grow something, your lettuce looks beautiful there.
Well, I mean,
somebody's watering it.
But I think the more you do, the more, right? It's kind of like it's like wading in a like a shallow end of a pool. Like you're afraid to go in if you're not familiar with the water to swim. But you know what? You kind of just get in and be like, okay, I can do this. I mean, I check on it. I come home from work and I always go back and want to take a look at it in the evenings, when it's cooler. So it's exciting. Something new. Something new.
Put your feet in the water.
Yeah.
So good. It's like you get acclimated to the temperature.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you frequent it, and it becomes a hobby. It becomes a habit and a hobby, and then you have all this produce, and then you come to love it.
Which we haven't gotten that far yet, but I can't even imagine when we get that far. Like, how exciting will that be?
Yeah.
So
you haven't eaten any of that lettuce yet?
No, I haven't eaten any of it.
Lettuce.
I was not sure what to do, Marlene. I'm not touching anything. I was like, I gotta wait till she comes out before I say what to do. Okay. So I need to go. Okay. That's good. I know it looks beautiful. But okay.